So welcome back. Welcome to the Liminal Boundaries Channel for another evening of live screenwriting, where we are writing the Ballad of Garvin Hackett, a movie script being written completely from scratch. It's an ironic, darkly comic take on 90s action movies. Think Forrest Gump meets Scarface, directed by Sidney Lumet, so the laws of physics actually apply. Instead of going the traditional development route, we are writing this movie live and in public, directly for you to visualize later as a cinematic graphic novel. So if you've got a good idea you think might improve the script, drop it in the chat and it might just make it in. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to follow along from the beginning, you can check out the link in the description right over here. As usual, I'm going to start with a welcome to the empty chat. I don't expect, I'm recording this at like way early in the morning, so I don't expect very many people to be here, but you gotta stay consistent. That's the secret. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have a little wavy hand. I'll be very surprised if I see somebody here. Let's see. But for now, what are we doing today? Today, the episode title is It's Right With Me, Screenwriting from Scratch, Garvin Hackett, Day 41, Act 1-End-Inciting. We're writing the last scene in the inciting incident. It's kind of a set piece, an action set piece. And we're going to try to keep it short so that I can get to sleep because I've got to start tomorrow early. So let's see. Let's do this. Let's get to it. So we're in... this is Garvin's mental breakdown and the gun run. So right now, we just came back from Whitey getting arrested. Right? So we got the scene. And then there's some things that I wanted to add. But, oh yeah, there was something I want to add. I probably have the cops, right? Have the cops look at Whitey's book. Maybe make fun of it. All right. So that's something that I wanted to add there. And then just a note, so when I go back to the next rewrite. So we're back at Garvin's house, and he, so what happened is very important. Where was he? He was in his room watching porn, or corn, or whatever they say. And Roger Gus shows up, starts interviewing his mother about his and then reveals that his father's been killed. So that's that. And then, so when he reveals it and he shows the charred wallet, Garvin runs to his room, and then we get Whitey getting arrested. And basically, he's, we cut back to the house, right? And let's see. Yeah, so sounds of his mother wailing. Forgot how to spell wailing. There it is. All right, so it'll start with the sound of his mother wailing, and let's see who's in the scene. So I think this scene basically has two locations. So I'm just going to write it like one scene, right? But really the setup of this is just going to write it like raw. And by that I mean I'm going to make a big jump in time and see if it's coherent. Let's take a little risk. So we have a setup, some escalations, escalation, twist, resolution. So this scene is very, very simple in a sense. There's the police. There's Roger, who's filming it all, right? So you got police 1, police 2, police 3, police 4, and then Roger, Roger, Roger. I might be complicating with Roger. I don't think Roger needs that much. It's really Garvin, and Garvin's driving the scene. G1, G2, G3, G4. So Garvin's going to do some stuff. So let's see. The thing that's off screen, we definitely know his first decision is get revenge, right? Something that's not really mentioned is you can't film getting revenge, so I gotta fix that one. But something that's not really mentioned. So Garvin's mom should mention this. Garvin isn't too much in touch with reality, fantasy world. Right, so that's an important thing. I think there should be another element here. There's another note that I gotta put here is reality and fantasy might not be the reality of his fantasies. Might not be that pleasant. And then the last thing I want to put is, and this is sort of a thematic thing that I wanted to put in here, is the ancient wisdom, the murder sequence. Each murder should be a tale of ancient wisdom. That's just sort of an idea I had to draw all this stuff together. I think it'd be kind of cool if there was these known lessons about war, like the guy swimming, you know, he swims too far out. It's kind of Icarus. Then he got too close to the buoy instead of too close to the sun. Well, yeah, I was thinking of that. I like the idea. Okay. So now those are recorded. I came back to this. So I think with our setup, see Garvin, and a fit of rage and frustration, determines to find his father's killer and get revenge. Okay, so will he get revenge? There it is. Will he get revenge, right? Will he get revenge? And so we understand what his inner life is. Starts walking down the street with the machine gun. Will he get revenge? Obviously not, but that's a cool absurdity. So the first thing he does is dress up like Rambo and grab the gun. PM60 specifically. So that's the first thing he does. Then he walks down the street with the gun. And then he turns to see who is getting his attention. I don't know what he's gonna get for attention, but he's gonna turn. That's the last thing, and then they run him over. Yeah. And then his gun swings around. And then escalation. Police see him. Escalation. Roger starts filming. Live. Escalation. Children playing. And then the twist. Oh, yeah, he ignores the police. And then turns to the police. They probably say something. And then the police see the barrel coming their way. Resolution. They run him over. That's the scene. And so let's go. Let's go to the police. Yell at or insult Roger Gust. Right. And then everyone sees Garvin. Right. So get in their cars to chase Garvin. Talk to Garvin. Run Garvin over. And I think there's a missing scene here. It's just like a throwaway scene. And I don't know where I'll put it, but it's gotta be in there. So I'll just throw it in there. This is sort of his mental breakdown. And I've sort of put them together. But I'm gonna go and I'm gonna separate them again. Garvin gone wrong. And the mental breakdown. Because the mental breakdown is kind of interesting. So let me just get Roger. Argues with police. 2 notices Garvin. 3 starts filming. 4 he starts to Roger. Turns to address Roger. And then he starts filming. And then he tries to interview Garvin. All right. So in this one, just do the scene. It's only Garvin in it, but I wanted to just do it. So Garvin has mental breakdown. No. Garvin tries to process the news of his father's death. Okay. What does he do? Turns on Rambo. Turns on porn. You know, things he could do. He masturbates. Right. And then the twist is starts crying. Staring at Rambo. Such a messed up scene. No, he stares at Rambo. He stares at Rambo. Screaming revenge. I have to rewrite Rambo as another character. He's got to be like Man Bro or something like that. Man Bro. Alright, I'm gonna say consider Man Bro. John Mambro. This is the replacement for. This is great. For Rambo. Okay, this is worth. Just this doing this scene was worth the. Oh my god. And these are all decisions of his, right? And starts rage crying. Alright. So I think that's it. I don't think he needs any special, you know. Turns on Rambo to what is it? Shut out the sound of his mother, right? Turns on porn. Okay. Oh my god. And then yes. And then here. Oh my god. Sound of porn and wailing merge. Okay. It was great. Deep, dark in a great sort of way. Alright. So back to this one. I think we got all the choices here. So let's bring it in. So let's go. He's going to turns to address Roger. And ignores the police. And walks down the street with a gun. That's much sooner. And then let's see. Run Garvin over. The police. So he ignores the police. The children playing needs to come sooner. Okay. And then we're just Roger. Tries to interview Garvin. Starts filming. And notices Garvin. Be way up here. That's it. Yeah. So that's the scene, and let's see if we got anything here. So Garvin's mom should mention that Garvin isn't too much in touch with reality. We'll leave that here. Reality of his fantasies might not be pleasant. Just as a note. And note. And then murder sequence, and this is a note. Where am I going to put these? I'm going to put these. None of them belong here. So I'm going to put them in the to-dos. And it's funny. Just thought of my dad. He passed away not long ago. It's strange when you lose somebody you love. How you don't think about them for a while and all of a sudden it hits you. I think about my dad a lot. My mom too. Alright, back to it. So, let's see. He puts on some porn and starts soothing himself, but it doesn't work. So, that's great. But I will take that out. I'll put that up here. That's in this scene. Up here. And it's Garvin. Okay. And then sounds of his mother wailing. It's also yeah. Okay. And then oh, this note is so good, man, bro. Oh my god. That's what it. Man, bro. Oh my god. So good. That way there's no copyright issues, but it's even better because people who know will know that it's just not right. It's funnier. Man, bro. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the psychotic break is yeah. Where's psychotic break? Right there. Oh man, this is a very Lynchian moment. So he ends up covering Garvin's revenge walk. That's right. Okay. And then so Roger leaving. Beatrice saying they were such a happy family. And then Sue, the parole violations. Okay. And then this is repetitive. And we gotta move the kids to the front. So that's the first escalation. Second escalation. There we go. Okay. Got that. Let's see. Oh my god, the kids love the machine gun. That's really funny. They think he's Mambro. Oh my god. Kids love the machine gun. Think he's Mambro. They know him. Yeah, the neighborhood kids, they know Garvin. Guess where he's going. And he can say revenge. Oh my god. They should, the kids should join him. That's funny. Should the kids yell at the cops? I don't know. So, all right, that's it. So we're good to go. Wow. We finished the inciting incident. We're now in the debate. That was quick. 2 scenes, 15 minutes each. They're quick scenes though. So there we go. And what will be kind of interesting is comp A to makes a comment about Whitey's book. This is much better. All right. And then it's man, bro. Let's see. I gotta figure out, I gotta research. Alright. He sees Garvin getting processed into prison and realizes Garvin is in trouble. Right away. That's actually what's going to happen. Okay, so I think we're going to call this one a short one. Short video today, only half an hour. But I don't want to jump on these new scenes quite yet, because this is a whole different vibe. But we do have the inciting incident done. Now we're in the debate sequence. So we've ended the inciting incident. We're in the debate. This is the last sequence in the first act. And then we get into Act 2, fun and games. And so, yeah. We're getting through it little by little, guys. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And I will catch you on the next one. All right. That's it for today's stream. So if you want to apply the tools I use here to your own work, I put together something special for you. Right next to me on the screen, you'll see a QR code for my screenwriting masterclass. As someone who fixes stories for a living, I can't afford writer's block, and neither should you. So I took the exact tools working writers use to make bulletproof narratives and packed them into this premium video course. It doesn't matter if you're writing screenplays, novels, comics, TV, or games. This works for any narrative story. You'll get full scene-by-scene breakdowns of famous films, hands-on guidance, and the exact system to ensure you never stare at a blank page again. It's $47, and a portion of every sale goes directly to support emerging artists through the Arts Accelerator nonprofit. If you're serious about mastering the craft, pull out your phone, scan the QR code right here, or hit the link in the description below. Get it now, and I'll see you on the next stream.